Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Caid Fox of Saline Football. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks so much for coming on here. Of course, big win last night against Skyline. Just you guys are 8-0 so far. You guys are rolling. So this season's been fun. Just well, what's it been like to just be 8-0 right now?
Oh man, it feels great. We were talking earlier. Said we solidified the SEC red last night, getting that back from last year because we lost it last year. It just feels great to hoist that trophy up. And then, being a senior this year, it feels good to go undefeated or be undefeated so far, then have this tough task at Lake Orion next week and hopefully beating them.
Okay, so I know you're a receiver. What's that like for you?
It's fun because we have our receiver coach Tyler Palka he was a receiver in the USFL and XFL. Then Jeb Palka, who went to Division I schools as well. And then obviously CJ throwing us the ball. So we have a great group around us, and the coaching staff mixed with the players and CJ. It's just all around a fun time. It's great to be out there.
So I know that I know obviously CJ's gotten a lot of talk. Of course, he's going to be heading to Notre Dame next year. But what's it like to get passes from him?
No, it's amazing. The kid throws it perfectly every time. He has good velocity. His arm strength is unreal. So he can throw it 50, 60 yards. And with my speed, it lines up perfectly because he'll lay it out there, throw a bomb, then I'll be able to run under it. And it's right in the breadbasket every single time.
Yeah. So coming into this year, what were some of the things that you wanted to work on this summer?
Really just trying to work on like my speed and acceleration and route running because our receiving core is young this year. So I knew that I would have to lead by example and lead by just voice and being the leader of the group. So I just try to work out, get stronger so I can really have all the 5 tool traits that you need to be a receiver with speed, catching, route running, and just strength.
How have you improved on with route running?
Just every day in practice, like without the like team offense reps or anything, we'll go to the side during special teams and we'll work on it. Releases, working up to like 10-yard digs, dropping down, then moving inside or out. We work on it every single day, nonstop. And it's just practice and muscle memory at this point.
Yeah. How have you kind of grown as a receiver these past few years?
So my sophomore year, I actually had to play quarterback for JV. So that was interesting. Then moving up to my junior year, Roman Lorio, who went to Princeton, was the older receiver ahead of me. And he really just taught me all the ropes. I learned everything really from him. He led by example and I just followed through what he did. And it carried on. Like I said, the practices, they're tough, but they teach you things that will stick with you forever. And then in the summers, CJ and us will go to the field or Lincoln Indoor facilities in the winter, and we'll just work all the time.
Yeah. So of course next week, big game that you guys have, Lake Orion's coming to town. What's that going to be like playing another undefeated team?
It's good. It's going to feel great because we haven't had like a big game this year really, and especially at home, senior night under the lights, it's going to be fun because it's to go undefeated. It's to try to be the best team in Division I. There's so much at stake for this game. Last regular season home game for all the seniors. It's going to feel great to have the community and the whole state watching it.
Yeah. So what do you guys really kind of need to do to get to 9-0? And that's a big accomplishment to go undefeated during the regular season. What's it going to take for this community, for this team to do this?
We're just gonna have to keep practicing. Our practices have increased in like intensity so much over the past few weeks. We thing that we would work on really is just having more confidence in ourselves because we've played Lincoln and Skyline, not the greatest teams at all, but we still practice hard for them. And now we have a tough task ahead of us. So we'll lock in, we'll get the confidence up, and we already have confidence. We just won 70-0, but we're not going to get too high about it. We've been focusing on Lake Orion for so long, so we already know what we're up against, and we're confident in our run game, our pass game, and all of our defense.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about you for a second. Just how does Caid get like mentally ready for a game?
No, I just try to listen to music and just relax, really. I don't try to get too high or too low. I just try to be in my own headspace and mind my own business and just sit down and relax before all the games.
Okay. What's on I must ask this. What is on Cade's playlist?
It's a mixture of rap or just pop. I like to go between like Lil Baby or Travis Scott, like the rap things. Then when I want to calm down, I'll throw on like some country or just some nice pop music that I can vibe out to and relax to.
Right. What do you think about like right before a game?
I just think, this is what it all comes down to. It's what we practice for. This is everything that I've worked for. And it's just time to go out there and do your job, really.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cade, let's get to know you a little bit more. How about that?
All right.
All right. Favorite high school football moment that you've had so far?
I'd say favorite high school moment. I'd say probably up against Belleville when I had 3 touchdowns in a game. That was really awesome to do that against that great of a team.
All right. Favorite player growing up?
Calvin Johnson, of course, hometown hero.
Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Favorite. Yeah, I would say favorite team, but I think I kind of know what it is.
Yeah, it'd be the Lions for sure.
All right. Pregame meal before a game.
Usually I don't eat before a game, so usually just like a banana,
Okay.
and that's about it.
Um, and finally, how would someone describe you on the football field?
I'd say I'd say like a high IQ, fast thinking player, and try to just be the best leader out there.
All right. Well, Cade Fox, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll have you on again sometime.
All right, perfect. Yeah, thank you for having me, man. This is awesome.